Here's another tip: how to make a great first impression. First of all, you need to have a good, strong handshake. You also want to make sure you make eye contact with people. Have you ever shaken someone's hands that's like a dead fish, or they're not looking at you? It doesn't make you feel real confident. So you want to have a nice firm handshake, good eye contact. Remember, you're not trying to break their fingers, and it's not a staring contest. Also, you may want to consider eating a few breath mints before you shake their hand, because I've had situations where someone comes up to me and I'm shaking their hand and I'm crying and they're thinking, oh my gosh, Roger's so emotional. No, it's your breath. So make sure you eat a few mints. Also, it's important to make sure you look the part. You want to look good. What does that mean? Think about how to dress. One of the things that I always suggest is it's always better to overdress than underdress. I'm going to attend a professional event, but I have no idea how people are going to be dressed. I'm going to wear a suit. I can always, if everyone's casual, take off the jacket, roll up the sleeves, and fit in. But if I show up in a Hawaii shirt and some shorts, guess what? Everyone else is in a suit. It's hard to kind of dress up. The other thing I like to do is wear maybe a wild, loud shirt and tie. Something that kind of is bold and makes a statement. Because then people will, hey, I was the guy in the bright pink shirt and tie. Oh yeah, I remember you. Believe it or not, there was a time in my life when I looked young. And I would go to events and I kind of looked like Justin Bieber. Hi everybody, it's me. I really need a job. And guess what? In order to look older, I wore glasses. Because guess what? When you look around the room, you see people with glasses, they always look more intelligent. It's kind of deceptive, but sometimes it helps you to look more intelligent, a little more mature, a little bit older. Make sure you ask good questions. So when you're meeting with that person, you might want to ask questions. You can make them a little bit personal, but not too much. Most importantly, you want to be interested and interesting. You want to be interested in everything they have to say. I did a lot of on-campus and in-house interviews back in my day, and I would sit on the edge of my chair listening. Wow, that's great. That's so exciting. So I was interested in everything they had to say, but I also wanted to be interesting, which means I wanted to be able to add something to the conversation. What you talk about is not as important as the rapport. As long as during that conversation they go, wow, this person's interesting. I could talk to them for hours. That's a good sign. When you're done with all that, make sure you get a business card. Also, send them a thank you note. One way is to send an email, but I also suggest old-fashioned, get a piece of paper, get a nice card, and write a handwritten thank you. Because when someone gets an email, it's easy to go, gone, delete. When someone gets a nice handwritten card, they go, oh, that's so nice. Oh, I don't want to throw it, I'll put it on my desk. And then the next day they see it, and the next day they see it, and then finally they go, hey, come here, recruiter, here, take this card. Because they don't want to throw it away. Guess what? That's a great way to get to know people and to get a job. I remember years ago, Elton John was going to have a concert at the Troubadour in California, in Los Angeles, and my brothers and I wanted to go to this concert. So they said, send in a postcard, and if we pick your postcard, you get to buy some tickets. So guess what? We sent in 3 postcards this big, and guess what? We got picked. So dare to be different. The other thing I want to leave you with is, you never get a second chance to make a good first impression. Those are a few of the important tips in making a great first impression.